you on a new warrior on heroic maybe next week.
Yeah, I got a couple of heroic bosses done this week, so
Oh, brilliant.
6 out of 8.
That's not bad at all. But if we do the same again next ID, that should help with the year too.
I think I don't want to join the group right away. I'll see.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hey.
Hey,
You
you're
had
not
me
asleep.
worried
I
then.
was worried. Yeah, Zach was more worried because I threatened him with having to tank.
I just wasn't looking at the clock. My family's in.
So you weren't sleeping?
No. Playing with my niece.
Let's be honest, it
Hey.
wouldn't be the first time you were asleep.
It would not. It wouldn't even be the second time if I was asleep.
How old is she?
Wow.
2.
So you just left a 2-year-old on her own to come and play?
Yes.
Why haven't you made her account and got her to farm something? Because that way the game's kind of babysitting.
It's a good idea.
I'm still trying to work out if I can train the cats to do this as well. But I bet it works better with 2-year-olds.
I mean, if you could like get a touchpad that fishes for you, that is just perfect. You know, get cats to fish for you.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Squibs. Get her used to disappointment at a young age. Also, it's surprise mechanics, and kids like surprise things, right?
Oh my god, this group has no rogues.
Well, my question is, where the fuck is Dash?
Asleep or making pasta?
Or both.
Maybe he's taken the instructions I gave to him last time for this raid.
Do you say kill yourself?
Right, get in here, please, if your group's 1 to 4.
No, I told him to delay the rage by making passes. Get in plus, but oh
He
well.
was very prompt.
He should put the pasta in water very early in the day, and then it will be perfect when he wants to eat it.
Very early in the day.
Yes.
So
Right,
like,
let's get going with some trash.
is he going to put it in at 11 o'clock? Ready for when he wants to eat at 6?
Yeah. Or make pasta for a whole month when he's
It's not ready yet. It's still recharging.
Red bar.
It's not ready. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet.
should we have assumed that Dashi won't show up?
It's still recharging.
Well, I think you need to at this point. He may be late. You want me to poke him on Facebook and see if I can get an answer while we're doing trash?
Yeah, sure.
Target.
It is good you survived. I would hate for our gathering
I
to
assume
end
you've got a backup
prematurely.
plan if we don't have
Enough of these
a
games,
Dashi.
Azara. Face
Yeah.
us!
My game
Patience,
crashed again.
little one. We will be together soon enough.
Ashvane means to hold us at bay, but I can sense fonts of magic close by that are feeding into this room. If we disrupt the flow of those channels, Ashvane's barrier will fall.
It's still recharging. I can't use that item. It's not ready yet. I can't use that. It's not ready yet. It's still recharging.
Okay, that's good. It's actually pretty decent, I think.
I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet. It's still recharging. not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. I don't know. Target. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. I don't have a target.
I hope they're not squibs, because this trash is pretty nasty. Doesn't help that we're only at 3 healers at the moment, though.
2 healers.
We're at 2 healers, that would probably explain a lot. Dashi's not noticed a message yet, so I would probably think about finding someone else to heal right now.
You can't hide.
Yeah, it's we know you're there, Twi. Right, are we all going to move up? Because I don't really want to pull this trash until we've got Twi and healers back and people actually move. Okay, we've got pretty much everyone caught up. Let's kill more trash.
It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. It's still recharging. I need a target. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. I don't have a target. It's still recharging. I need a target. It's too far away. It's not ready yet. I can't use that.
Zach.
Light.
Hello.
Can we not misdirect on me?
Sorry, misclick.
Is it that your macro acting up yet again?
No, it's a mouse over Tangle instead of
The mouse over, yeah. Was it everyone except me you managed to misdirect to in Mechagon earlier?
No, it was just light.
And
And
Tango.
Tango, and then he complained why was he meleeed, and you're going, you don't know you misdirected at the tank, and it was on him.
Yeah, but
It's not your
yeah.
finest hunter moment.
I will
Does
say
no
it is
one
my
else- Does no one else have a clear misdirect button on their keybinds? Or is it just me who always plays with trolls?
Just you.
Well, I would like for my guild not to expect me to fuck up, so...
Yeah, I don't expect you to. Although, if we do another mecha like
But-
that, I might start to expect it.
Still recharging. It's not ready yet.
I'm thinking more like at the time I will notice that someone has misdirected me, the boss has probably beaten me to death.
Yeah.
Still recharging. It's not ready yet. I'm out of range. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. It's still recharging. I don't
The
have
ritual has begun. We all
Right,
have our
check
parts
your
to play.
groups. For this
Isn't
one,
that
groups
so,
1 and
moonshine?
3 are with me, groups 2 and 4 are with base.
Yes,
I'll
my
put some markers on our
queen.
heads,
I
make it easier.
sacrifice all
Remember, we're going to be
that I
moving
am to
after every tornado. We're going to be moving clockwise,
Gaze upon
and sometimes we
true
will need to do a decent sized move to keep ourselves
Landwalkers.
opposite so we don't have the ads spawn
Behold
next to each.
the rage
So
of
don't go
Rome.
ahead of your tank, but do please move up to be with
Strike
your
that
tank.
monstrosity down, champions. We must stop the flow of energy from this chamber.
We do not have any rogues, so does anyone else have a cauldron? Also, demon hunters, you're going to be doing some squall breaking with your immunity. Oh, Shom, thank you. Okay, 1 and 2, take 2 flasks. 3 and 4, just take the 1, please. Also, don't forget on the ad phase, don't interrupt the big ad until the end of the cast. Do interrupt the small ads, and don't get yourself stuck in the knockback into the wall, because we had that a few times. If you stay in the middle with the ads, you should be fine.
Can we have stamina, please? Thank you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
no escape!
Bam!
Power overwhelming!
Bam!
Power overwhelming!
Bam!
Okay, 80, get ready to add soon. You guys are too close to us still.
Power overwhelming. No escape.
Okay, ads.
Weak.
In my team, we can use the block wall. Okay, my team were well ahead of Ace's team. Okay, let's wipe. They're dying over that.
Weak. Drown beneath the tides.
Right, let's do that again. Ideally, we really want both of those big ads to die at the same time, so we might need to rebalance things a little. Okay. So you two make sure you're in the correct groups this time. So Exmo, you're now with me on orange. Legato, you're with base on yellow.
Yeah, okay. When I was rest, I didn't notice that I was just rest inside your group, so I helped with the ad there, so it was faster as well.
Guys don't need food?
Okay, that'll explain things. No, I'm getting overexcited about sides. I should probably come eat first.
I only use personal food anyway. I don't like food that other people have touched.
Fair enough.
You will talk different in a few years.
Why?
Put it fun.
Maggot?
Yep.
Have you gotten the rest?
He's disconnected.
Yeah, blue screen.
Oh. Oh, rip. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't show up the people disconnect.
I think it's usually when they're dead.
Wait, Maggot, are you also Danish?
Will that just shut you down?
I didn't hear a word he said.
I said no.
Ah, Stamina buff, please.
Oh, fuck this.
Did I reach you on the other side, or?
No.
I got it.
I'm running.
I took
I'm
a
like,
scroll.
Not ready, so
It's okay. It's okay. We got a fake one.
I took a scroll.
well, we got the buff now.
Rip scroll.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No escape!
Bam!
Power overwhelming!
Bam!
Power overwhelming!
Bam!
Weak!
Bam!
Power overwhelming!
Bam! Bam!
Overwhelming!
Dispel?
Bam!
Okay, here's the spore traps. Add soon.
Power overwhelming! No escape!
Right, let's get those ads.
Spell was ready.
Okay, back to phase 1.
Overwhelming!
Why? Work.
Bam!
Power overwhelming!
Bam!
Rankan, you need to solo the Dispel.
Alright.
Or the non-Dispel, I mean.
Bam!
I got you, man.
Power overwhelming!
Bam! Bam!
Overwhelming!
Can't Dispel your Lina.
Okay.
Bam!
Okay, we're going to get spore traps in a moment, then it'll be ad phase again.
Power
Can't get you the mouse.
Where we were. Oh yeah.
I'm good, I think.
Put your back against the wall, look over here.
Can't get your legato, sorry.
We can res. Did we just close down?
Yeah, we have 2 dead. Thanks. Okay, just wipe it. Got way too many dead.
Drown beneath the tides.
Isn't there a dispel pet as well for hunters?
Yeah, there is.
Shouldn't you know that?
Marksmanship.
Doesn't have pets.
Oh, that's gross.
You probably should know.
Yeah, but a pet.
Marksmanship.
You can have a pet if it wants to.
Yeah, but then I lose 10% DPS.
Indeed, indeed. But you're
We
alive.
have a repair bug.
You're alive. That's DPS gain, no?
I was alive for fine.
You.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bam! Power overwhelming. Bam! Power overwhelming. Bam! Bam! Unworthy. Bam!
Are you solo? Or whatever.
Bam! Overwhelming. Bam!
You guys are way behind with even lucky tornadoes. Okay, 5 energy till adds.
Power overwhelming. Your doom closes in.
Right.
My
eye.
side, you were going right. Other team's in the wrong place.
Oh, he got buffed.
Okay, just wipe it. Can we try and keep more even so we don't have to have change of direction and oh, we've broken the wrong squall trap and things because it does slow us down.
Drown beneath the tides.
At least we're not doing what the punk did on Heroic. Felt like
Did
you were
they
trying to
do?
get the achievement. They never stopped running around in a circle.
Yeah, that was fun.
The idea is that we always go left because it is the easiest way to do it without communication. So can we just follow the tactic, please? It's not difficult to do. We always go left and we keep them split up.
Also, the squall traps are broken before the ads pop up, so
Yeah, at
you
least
could
they
break
should
the
be
wrong
if they're
squall
done
trap,
properly.
and then you end up breaking 2 squall traps, which is extra damage that's unnecessary.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd like to have us actually balanced out so we can go the right way.
You were in the quadrant where usually, and I didn't look at where you were.
Yeah, you need to look. Just keep an eye on us. Oh, there is a Jeeves up. Everyone repair. Yeah. Also, we I think had more tornadoes than the other side. So just we're gonna keep equal, and that way it makes life easier. The squall trap breakers can break it before the ads spawn. We can go to the right place.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your doom closes in.
Don't be ahead of tanks, please.
Power overwhelming.
Mershot uses something. Please.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Rank can use something.
Bam!
We're catching you up. You might have moved around a bit further.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam!
Do something legato.
Bam!
Do we get lights up? Thanks.
Bam!
Okay, spore traps coming shortly. Then the ads after.
Power overwhelming. No escape.
Okay, ads.
You need to go past 2.
Is it so hard not to step in this shit?
You
Come
guys
on.
are on the wrong one.
Look, we're on the right one.
No, you're not. Because
We went
you
clockwise
said go
down.
left.
Yes, we went left.
Yeah, but your next one's that way. That one.
No, our next one was the one we're on. I went left.
Yeah, so were we supposed to go
Both
right?
are left.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You want us to go right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to. We're in the wrong
I thought we
place.
said we were doing that.
We always go left. The idea is the two groups are too close together.
Exactly, that's why I
again.
said you need to go further.
Yeah, and they both were next to each other too, so it was both of them were left for both of us.
If needed, I will call. So if it's on my group, I'll call if we have to go a different direction. I just can't be bothered to argue with this. It should
Yeah,
be
but
very
could we
easy to
also
change direction.
please get the groups a little bit more even so we can actually get them in the right place, because it does make life so much easier.
As far as I'm aware, we were opposite each other.
Yeah, I thought we were, but I'm guessing we weren't.
I think what happened, Decker, was you were on one side of the traps and the rest of us were
Yeah,
on the other.
that's probably it. Which did something weird. Although we've had them split before and it's been fine.
Okay, I'll re-enable Gilded Passion. Guilty Pleasure.
Guessing Maggot CC'd again.
Yeah.
That sounds like him back on Discord, so hopefully we'll be back in a sec. Alright, there's Maggot back. Let's get going.
Throw a yeah, run to the other side now, Maggot. Or they will be very unhappy.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your doom closes in.
Bam! Be ahead of the tank, please.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam!
The chaos side needs to move more.
It's fine. I was waiting for the tornadoes to do the move rather than spawn them ahead of everyone.
Power overwhelming.
Bam! Bam!
Overwhelming.
Bam!
Weak.
90, ready for squall traps.
Power overwhelming. Your doom closes in.
And go to the ad. Remember to keep interrupting those ads. We're about equal that time. This time, good. Keep it up. Right, same again.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam!
So the defensive.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam! Bam!
Overwhelming.
Flutter ice puck.
Bam!
Okay, 85. Score trap soon. Make sure you're with me.
Power overwhelming.
Get ready for ads.
Your doom closes in.
Use the wall by the door.
Okay, other side's ads almost down, then we just finish Radiance off.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam! Bam!
Almost there, just get it finished. Okay, we are going Behemoth next.
totally didn't pull because I wasn't paying attention.
Uh-huh.
Gonna go send some healing pots over from my health, if that's
Sure.
okay.
Yeah, go for it. Healing pots are pretty useful.
I think we have to kill another one.
It's not ready yet.
No, we can't go that way.
Did I make the mistake of following you?
Probably.
I thought you'd lead me the right way. I was wrong.
I'm sorry, I followed the star.
We're gonna visit a baby instead. The baby Jesus.
Shouldn't call baby Jesus a baby.
Yes. Follow the star. Meet him. Fuck a little oracle out.
Yeah.
I can't use that item yet.
Right now.
Went left or right?
Right? It's the only way you can go. If you go the wrong way, it should be obvious quite quickly. I think it was right. Remember to break the bubbles, guys.
Why would we break the bubbles if it means they do more damage?
Well, that was our healers getting bubbles. So that's
Yeah.
Oh, were they healers?
It's,
Never mind.
it's quite good to let the healers out so they can heal you.
Still recharging.
Yeah, I'd like to get Behemoth down quickly as well, so we can then actually do some more work on Ashvane, because I want to see with Vantus runes how fast we can push it, so we can get the timing.
Well, we really want to slow down phase 1.
Well, phase 1, we were only just making in time last raid, and that was with Bloodlust, but we'll see how it looks with the Vantus rune and no Bloodlust.
It felt early.
If it was early, it was only a couple of seconds, but we're going to worry. Like I said last week, weren't worrying too much about the timings. We're worrying about mechanics. This week, with the Vantus runes, we're going to be worrying properly about the timings and getting it right, and assigning cooldowns at right times.
Yeah, because the couple of seconds is the difference between me having a defense for the smash and not having a defensive for the smash.
Everyone remember your breathing buff.
Imagine not remembering that.
I know, but we have, every time we've been on this,
No,
had
no.
someone forget
I
it.
forgot.
Did you forget?
Bench him.
Well done. Yeah, Zach, how do you
Can we
fancy
not
tanking
bench
this
him?
then?
No.
I would never forget something so simple.
Of course not.
I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. I will have it. It's too far away. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. It's still recharging. Target. I don't have a target. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. I need a target.
The magic source is nearby, but proceed carefully. Ajara will not have left it unguarded.
I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging.
Okay, so remember on this one, we're going to have Warlock portals to help the melee out, so you'll also know where the lines. The first barb on platforms 1 and platform 3 is going to get a Blessing of Spell Warding, but if you run away from me, then you're not going to get it. You need to be in range. On platform 2, we will be sacrificing or soloing. So if you can solo on platform 2, do. Otherwise, sacrificing. No one will be getting the lines on platform 2. Remember, first pufferfish is at the start of the platform, or just after we interrupt the cavitation. The second one is just after the second piercing barb, and we are going to need range to do some damage on it so we can kill it at the right time. Just let me respec so I've got my spell warding. Don't forget to spread. It's really, really important that we don't zap each other, especially when we're in those lines and when we're getting the pufferfish. So keep an eye on your range from people, please. Sango, you're going to put down the markers for where the portal is going to be, so people know where the line will be.
We're only not sacrificing in phase 1.
What was that?
We're only not sacrificing in phase 1, right?
No, we will also soak in phase 3 unless I call. I'll be making a judgment call based on the percentage it's at and how many people we have alive.
Okay.
So just listen to me and I'll tell you what to do there. But try to not die unless you're sacrificing, because we want to have those reses to get a couple of people on platform 2.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shock pulse. Ready for next line, then we kill the fish after. Shock pulse. Get in the line. Shock pulse. Okay, wipe it. So remember, the very first line on platforms 1 and 3, it's getting spellboarding. Don't be in the line. Also, don't be in the line at any point on platform 2.
Where are we having that one, though? The first one?
By the fish, same as always. So by the first puff of fish, then
Everyone
people...
that gets it doesn't move, yeah.
Yeah, they can just stay still. Other people can get out the way into a good spot. But then it's also on platform 2, stay still, other people get out the way. Same, stay still, people get out the way, whether it's solo, sacrifice, or spell warding, because we just want to make sure that it's in a predictable place. All the other ones are going to be on the skull marker. It then means everyone else can get into a good place to soak the next one and to actually hit the boss. Yeah, food needs to go down before we run. Yeah, jellyfish gives you a nice 5-second death. Don't swim into them when we're actually crossing, though. We did have a couple of those last time.
I need flask answer.
Yeah, we can get a cauldron.
6 minutes, though.
Yeah, but if you use it with 15 or minutes or less, then you still get that 15 minutes, rather than have people run out.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah? How
Has
do you
been
think
for
it
3
works?
expansions.
Grab your
All I
flask,
see
please.
is 2 hours, then suddenly it's not 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 hours means it's over 1 hour, but it's in reality it's an hour and 15 minutes, then it counts down.
Okay.
Just means you can overlap them, which is handy. If there's still flasks, make sure you take one. There is not going to be another cauldron tonight, so if you haven't picked them up, you're going to be out of luck.
Still more flasks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't be in that line, remember? Shock pulse. Ready to be in the line, then finish the pufferfish. Shock pulse. Wipe, too many dead. If you all clump up, it'll help get yourself killed. A food buff before we swim.
Doesn't that mean we need to wait half an hour so we don't get cramps?
No, it's fine.
Oh, that's an old myth.
Yeah, there's nothing to do about it.
Okay, let's try putting the portal slightly further back so it's more easily. There are still flasks. If you can take another one, please do, even if you're not going to use it. That way, if we make any swaps, we can give someone a flask.
Who was first attacking boss?
Me. I'll start adding these to AA at some point.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shock pulse. Get ready to soak, and then finish the pufferfish. Shock pulse.
Pick up the healing buff.
Get ready to soak. Shock pulse. Next platform in 10. We're at a good percentage, well done. Let's get Maggot up just before we platform change. Okay, get across. Base, apparently it won't affect tanks, you should be able to swim, but blame Zach if it eats. Remember, get damage on the boss, and then just before we interrupt, we'll work on the pufferfish. And we are solo or sacrificing, so no lines on this platform.
Sacrifice, don't soak.
Shock pulse. Get ready to ignore the line, but kill the pufferfish.
Need big help on pufferfish.
Don't be in the line. Shock pulse. Ready to ignore the line. Shock pulse. New platform in 5. We're really good on damage, so we will be sacrificing, but first one is getting a spell warding.
Don't get eaten.
Call super fast if you can solo, so Arya doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Sack it. Spell word it's called.
Spell warding. I'll note you may if you say it's a bot.
Maybe let's take the healing buff first. A couple of people are low.
Yeah, we can do. That's what we did last time, and it worked well. Issues were pretty much 20%, so we're 10% ahead of where we were hoping for, which is good.
Just
We've got spell warding. Don't soak the line. Don't soak any lines now, please. Shock pulse. Okay. Ignore the next line. But we do want the pufferfish because I don't think we're going to kill it.
No, we don't.
in
We
10
don't kill it.
seconds. We don't?
Kill it.
Okay. People aren't going to die.
Kill
Sure.
it. Just kill it.
Ready for shock pulse?
Defensives, kill it.
We haven't cooldowns yet. Great. Well done. No, my concern was the shock pulse was going to kill people. But
One
we're okay.
day, I won't be the first sacrifice.
One day, but apparently not today.
Well, one day you will not be stupid enough to use the Ankh right when you die as
Yeah.
well. No pufferfish nearby.
Yeah.
Are we getting rest or?
We can do a res, I'm sure. And then we're going to have the break, and then we're going to work on
I'll go and
Ashtray.
get you.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, Light.
Get people res, then I'll do a break timer. Make sure you're back and ready to go. If you weren't in for Ashvane last, then please go watch the video again now. If you're still not sure about anything, go watch the video again. And then we'll get some work done on it. We are going to use Vantus runes for this.
Like, you should be good there.
Yeah, I had that buff that makes you unable to stop.
Oh!
Okay, let me do a break timer.
From when you swim into these slipstreams.
Can anyone hold an extra flask? Because I've got one and I'm switching character of this.
I can't attack.
I do.
No, can you hold one is what I mean.
I can't.
Okay. All of that for 60 gold.
The barrier has fallen. Let us see how brave Ashvane is without a magical shield to protect her.
We had a deal, Ishara. Give me the power you promised.
Oh, I intend to. I merely wanted our guests to bear witness to your glorious ascension.
No! like this!
Williams then myself pick up.
You asked to be powerful, Priscilla. Consider our bargain complete.
Okay, that is end of break. Let's get on with this.
Amon, are you lagging?
No.
Just jumping around my screen.
Yeah, that's actually what I was doing.
Like rubber banding just a bit.
Oh, I see. No, it's just you.
Oh, no problem, Margaret. Let me find those for you.
Go, Icky.
Okay, Zach's quicker. There you go. Right, can everyone move up, please, so we can get through the track? Okay, let's kill her.
It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet.
Remember Oracle first?
It's still recharging. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. I don't have a target. It's not ready yet. I need a target. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. I don't have a target.
Okay, I'll pop the guild bank down. You can all grab your Vantus runes, and then I'll stick some markers down so we've got reference points for the Azerites. So remember, like I said last week, there are 3 really critical things that we need people to do on this fight, just to make sure that me and the healers can do our jobs, which is firstly, do not take damage from upsurge, just don't stand in it. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that tonight and see if anyone is taking way too much. Second one is deal with the bubbles properly, which means taking the bubbles to the boss's leg, stacking them with the tank who's affected, and making sure we break them out quickly. The only time we really need to focus the boss over the bubbles is the when we want to break down the second shield. So that's the final one before the second shield goes. And the third thing is get the coral breaking right. So when you have Arcing Azerite, you need to know where your partner is. You need to make sure you break some corals. If you can break more than one, that will help a lot. And after you break the coral, there will be circles. It's really, really important that you soak those circles. If we don't soak them, we get extra coral, which means extra bubbles and rippling wave, which means much more work for the healers, and I die quicker, which is a problem. I know we need to save the reses for me later on, but for now we're just going to practice. Yeah, it's 2, so it's 1. I'm not 100% sure it's 2 per coral break, or if it's 2, so 1 per person who's got it. So it may well be 2 per coral, so we may need extra people to help out, so keep an eye on it. Most of the time we probably only end up breaking 1 coral per line, so we'll only get so many. Please keep an eye on them. And what was I saying? The combat reses, we're not going to save them for me this time because we need everyone to get practice. So please res people promptly so we can carry. We are going to be saving Bloodlust for later on. We want to see what our damage is like on the pull so we can then adjust the number of cooldowns we're using. I'm going to try and help out with the soaks when I can because you don't need my DPS in that phase. But yeah, we do need people keeping an eye out for. Okay, we've got markers down for reference points. Zach, let me give you my marker so we can see where you are because that's much more useful than seeing me for. I am honestly not sure about cooldowns or not cooldowns at the start. We're going to need some, but not all of them, and it's something DPS leads are going to have to keep an eye on and manage. But I would suggest perhaps short cooldowns at the start, save the longer cooldowns for the burn phase, and we'll see how it goes from. But DPS leads are going to be keeping an eye on that and giving instructions accordingly so we can get things balanced.
Zach, I think the refers as you gave it to someone who has none in their inventory.
Well, he asked about 48 times and no one answered. I guess he has relogged.
Okay, DPS leads want all cooldowns on the pull for now, so all on the pull. Yeah, no lust, all on the pull, and we'll work from there.
Who's first tank?
Base, probably. But let me add that into the AA. I'll start adding these in so you don't have to ask every time. Okay, let's get going. This is going to need some work. We do expect to see pre-pots all the time on this, because if we're not pre-potting, then we're not going to be able to accurately work out what a DPS is like. And this is a DPS check.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart!
Stack those bubbles. Remember to break them. This is the point when the shield should go down. Okay, remember, head out the way of the bubbles, let them hit the boss. Ranged, you can come and stand in the healing circle at this point. Okay, get breaking. Remember to soak the circles.
Drown like the rats you are!
What on earth are those bubbles doing?
Yeah, those bubbles are well out the way. They need to be under the boss. Okay, break the remaining corals. Be ready to soak. Okay, now let's wipe. We're down 2 healers. But we've at least seen all the mechanics.
How long I've waited for that! Is this true power?
Ideally, we get as many corals as possible on the first try. Yeah, it shouldn't be hard because we'll always have some melee who can help deal with those ones. But if we can break 2 each on the first try, that does make it easier when we get the second wave out.
So we're blowing all cooldowns on the pool.
Yeah, until DPS leads say otherwise, then yes, but we might adjust it in a bit to make sure we get the transitions at the correct time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart!
You move the boss. I can't get that one with the upsurge there.
It's a bit late. I can move on now.
Guys, when there's an upsurge right in the way, it's hard.
Corpses will feed the depths.
Stack those bubbles. Now break the bubbles. Yeah, I'll need to catch these ones so we can get through the shield.
How long I waited for that? Die, vermin.
Okay, let's wipe and do it again.
Impossible.
Okay, I've got recovery. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, those corals were all too close for me to get all of them quickly. Okay, die quickly, please. Then I can res. Oh, Light can also res. Like, you may want to be further away from the boss spawn when you res. Light?
That was my bad, I fat fingered it.
Yeah, let's reset it.
Sorry about that.
We managed to reset. That's good. Let's try that again. I'll ready check in case anyone accidentally used the cooldown when startled by a boss.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tell you apart! Your corpses will
Stack those bubbles.
Really?
I need to move that in quick.
die, vermin.
Who was that? We got recovery, by the way. So do not release.
But that was me, yeah, but that was people and everything.
Okay, stand a bit closer in if you're not going to be able to make it to the boss with a speed boost when that happens, because it's on a timer. We can't have it in the wrong place.
Just emphasize the brandy bubble timer on your bars so that you can see when you have to move in.
We will go either clockwise or anti-clockwise depending on the corals, and we may change direction mid-pull as
But it doesn't help ranged.
Doesn't help
yeah,
anyone.
but it doesn't help us kill the boss if we don't be flexible. We have to be flexible, otherwise we go, oh, there's a coral spawning on the boss, but we're going this way. We'll just stand the boss on the.
Chiefs up.
Will everyone repair then?
I mean, on the pole.
It depends where the coral is.
See
If all
these
the corals
big coral
spawn,
spawn? Yeah, I take it as far away as possible from them, as long as it's not the other side of the room. So
Yeah.
you can look where they spawn yourself and think, where would a smart person take it?
yeah, the idea is it's making life easier for me, so I actually have some distance to collect the bubbles rather than tanking the boss next to them. Supposedly it's on.
Maybe somebody demoted me.
Gosh, I wonder why they do that.
Let me fix the thing.
Well, you're still a peon.
Yeah, someone demoted you, it seems.
No, it has always been a peon.
Has he?
Yeah.
Probably never changed it.
Yeah,
when
I
you
mean,
changed main.
ranking is Raider.
Yeah, that's why. It's because
Yeah, that should have been switched over.
So now you're.
Imagine going back to trial.
Let me fix that.
Thank you, Sango.
So Rankin, you're old now.
Yeah.
It's still on rank.
The downside of everyone on the boss in the shield phase is that was going to bait upsurge under the boss. What we actually want to do is have at least one range far enough out that they can bait the upsurges away from, preferably someone mobile. It does make life a lot easier if we do it that way. But other than that, you can move in, especially when we're using cooldowns.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart!
Dodge those upsurges better.
Your corpses will feed
Stack
the
those bubbles. I'll get the nearby one, but then we really should finish the boss. There we go. Okay, clump for heals, don't get hit by the bubbles.
Don't move it a bit so the big bubble takes longer.
Watch out, Flutter.
Okay, break those corals.
I need some DPS in the back of the room for space.
Remember to soak. If we can get the boss in the middle for this, get the bubbles stacked, it means it's easier for range to keep DPS again, so break the bubbles. Okay, break the remaining corals.
You should have killed me when you had that chance.
Get me up so we can practice this.
Gonna drop the barnacle back over here, then move. You up there?
Drown like the rats you are.
You've not got me to soak those.
Die, vermin.
Right, let's just wipe it. We've got people dead, and we do actually need to practice this properly. Was I out of range during the burn phase? Because I died with mostly me healing my...
How long I've waited. Your corpses will feed the dead. Die, vermin. Is this true power?
I'm not sure.
Okay, do tell me if I'm getting out of range though during that, because I'm running off to help with the soaking, because you can lose my DPS quite happy. But if it's going to cause problems because you can't heal me, I won't do it. But if we can get the boss in the middle, it will probably help have a range keep DPSing while they're soaking those. So if we can get it a bit more central while still making the puddles at the outside, that I know it's a pain working out the timing for exactly when you need to move it and when you need to go back. Also, let's see less people standing in upsurge. You need to get that perfect.
I ran into one when I was trying to get the bubble.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it when we have. I'm doing cutoff at 2 deaths, so I know some people will use it to wipe. So don't worry if using it to wipe. You took a melee hit because the boss was dead. Oh, not the boss, the tanks were dead.
1.1k isn't very much.
It's just kind of tickling you. It's 1.1k with 262.2k overkill.
Oh.
So you only had 1.1k health. That's why you only took 1.1k.
That's a trick to tanking. Always be low health. You can't take damage.
Damn, that might work.
Only for a death note. Oh, right. I get it. Don't worry. Sorry, I'm slow.
Jesus
No worries.
Wake up, base. Jesus.
Sorry,
Thank
I'm
God you're
just
pretty.
considering something else anyway.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart! Drown like the rats.
Stack those bubbles. Okay. Ripping wave, don't get hit.
Impossible.
You can move into melee to help the healers heal you.
I might go on now. There we go.
Okay, let's wipe. That's too many dead.
Yeah, I think we should use the power chill, the barrier there.
Yeah.
Waited for that.
Yeah, that one is a really good one for when all the bubbles hit, because we can all go stand in it.
The big third one hits. Yeah, we can all stand there.
Did we use the rallying cry?
True, we didn't.
We've also got personals assigned then, but yeah, the Disc Priest bubble is great for those ones.
I think a lot of people would have died anyway.
But it is also an option that we have someone else take a hit out of the big bubble for the last wave if needed. It can be done without, but healers, just let me know if you do want it to be a 2-hit rather than a 3-hit, and we'll have a couple of people assigned to soak those. But it does mean that'll be 2 extra people taking constant damage throughout the fight. Okay, base is gonna log his monk, so we get the monk buff just to help DPS out a bit because monk is pretty decent in this fight, and it should give an overall DPS boost. While we're summoning, we may as well do another switch.
You got no fucking cry for that now. Not that you had one that time anyway, but
I can
We
cry.
could maybe cry.
you know, don't have mine.
We
I
can
can
probably
cry,
find
'cause-
another cooldown for that.
Yeah, mine's not until 5 minutes in, so I can cry
Yeah.
that first one.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, actually, given you've put the work into gearing it, it might be worth seeing if the monk buff helps.
Oh, I know. That's why I suggested it.
We have 2 other warriors. Surely one of those can be trusted.
One of us, yeah.
We'll
Agate,
have
your
to.
job, right?
We'll have Boozy back soon, assuming he's not been eaten by lions in Namibia.
Oh, he did get out of Russia. Sorry, I wasn't sure.
Then he went to Namibia and possibly has been eaten by lions.
Are there lions in Namibia?
Well,
thought
he
it was a
sent me a
desert.
message saying he was in Namibia now and he'd be back soon, assuming the lions don't eat him.
Right.
Well, he posted today. He should be okay today.
It's just tomorrow he needs to worry about, is it?
Okay, weirdly, Base, I can't promote you to tank here. I can promote you to raid lead, but it's not letting me set your monk up as a main tank, so one of the other officers is going to have to do it.
You have that flask ammo I gave you?
Have we got what?
Yeah.
I traded in the flask before I
Oh,
went
cool.
Yeah.
Added your cry to AA.
Like, it's wrong, it should be sheep.
Wow, that's just mean.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart!
Base, I'll take it before the bubble this time.
Stack those bubbles. Don't stand in the upsurge.
Take it back.
Impossible!
Don't get hit by the bubbles now.
How long I've waited for that!
Break some corals. Remember to soak.
Wield.
Ready to stack the bubbles.
Drown like the rats you are!
Stack those. Okay, ready to break the rest of the coral? We've only got one at least. And soak the pools after.
It helps, so thank you.
Okay, 77. A little off the target. Yeah, you're too close to that coral for me to be able to reach between it.
How long I've waited for that! Your corpses
Stack
will
those
feed
bubbles.
the depths.
Okay, this is good. This is the time I'm meant to die.
Your corpses will feed the depths.
Okay, this is the point where we'd normally get the boss pushed before we break the bubbles. But we've got loads dead, so it's a wipe. I'm happy. I lived to the point I need to live to. I died at the correct time, so that's good. Now we need everyone else to live. What's going to happen is the third wave on that shield hits the boss. Then the first wave on shield 3, we've got 5 people in AA who are soaking 1 each, which is Ayumi, Valrasa, Sangor, Squib's Demise, but we can change it around. Demon Hunters, Warlocks, Paladins, Rogues, Druids can all do it. Then we res me for wave 2, I die again, we res me for wave 3. No, the fourth wave will not happen on shield 2. It's shield 3. Shield 3 where we have 4 waves.
Yeah, so
I
if you kill the
the
shield
boss is
before
going
the
to be in
fourth wave.
center. Yeah, shield 4 is before the fourth wave. Shield 3, we break it before the third wave. The third wave hits the boss. And yeah, in phase 2, we do ideally want to get central to make it easier for range to do corals and soak. Thanks for the res. We are a little bit behind in DPS on the burst phase. We need to be at 70% for the first one. But we did have some people dead, which doesn't help.
Yeah, I think the popping of the bubbles was a bit fast.
Yeah, no, we lost a load of people on the bubbles that go into the boss. I kind of stopped paying attention at that point of the fight, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I thought full of wipe.
We're also missing the shout there, or the rallying cry, I mean.
Yeah, sorry, it's late.
It's really important we get all the cooldowns, and also remember if we're using something like Disc Barrier, it won't do anything if you don't get in that bubble.
Yeah.
So, Valressa, that is... No, so first wave... In phase 1, I soak first wave, second wave hit boss. In phase 2, second shield phase, I soak first and second, third hits boss. In phase shield 3, 5 people soak first, I soak second and third, fourth hits boss. It's all in Discord. And there's the assignments in AA for the shield 3 wave 1. But if you're unsure, there is actually a schematic in the Raid Tactics channel that goes... Okay, if you can't do them from the beginning, I'm soaking 1, 2 hits boss, soak 3, 4 hits boss, I soak 4, 5, 6 hits boss, you soak 7, I soak 8, 9, 10 hits boss. But it's easier to count them from the shield phases.
Oh, I didn't actually click my thoughts. Well.
Yeah, might want to use... But if we're using your ones, third wave, I don't die. I don't die until wave 4, potentially 5, depending on how well healed I am. But I'm allowed to die after I soak the second one on shield 2.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, just gonna go right.
Your corpses will feed
Get those
the
stacks. Break the bubbles. I'm gonna get the close one. Yeah, we can break it before it hits. Be in the bubble, don't get hit by the other rippling wave bubbles. Okay, break the corals, let's get her more central. Remember to soak after breaking. Stack those bubbles.
feed the depths.
Get ready to break the corals. Remember to soak after. Soak those circles. Okay, 72, that's not far off the mark we're after. Good job. Just need to get it a little bit higher.
Gonna take this bash and then move.
Okay.
We have to come across the middle.
There's no way I can reach those when you've moved that far.
Better to stay in the close to the ones.
Yeah, there's no way I can get all the way across the room to get them.
Okay.
Stack the bubbles. This is when I need my externals, remember? You move slightly.
How long I've waited for that.
Perfect timing. So this is when we should transition.
Your corpses will feed the depths. How long I've waited for that. Is this?
It looks like you're having trouble with, looks like you're having trouble keeping it in the middle for the burn phase. Would it be easier if we just put one patch in the middle of the ground?
No, it's not that. It's because people didn't break me out my bubble fast enough.
Okay. Cool. So we need to get through the bubble. Then we'll see. If we are going to have issues with being in the middle, we'll just put a puddle in the middle. But if it was the bubble being a problem, then we'll...
No, I need to take the bus back and move it to the middle, but I didn't get out my bubble. For
Let's
ages.
keep doing it. We'll aim to have it in the middle and move the stacks to the edge. It is really, really important that briny bubbles do get broken. Remember, it's one of the 3 key points that allows tanks and healers to do their jobs, is break those briny bubbles and also position them well.
Yeah, I missed my cry again, sorry. As well.
Okay, everyone repair then, please. Yeah, of course, if I can work out how to reach you. Your healer might do a better job than me.
Zach, I added you at 355 as well. Well, 335, I mean.
Tangle's lost.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't know how it's a 3-minute cooldown light.
Isn't it 2?
No, it's 3 minutes.
Okay.
Never mind that.
Someone said it was 2 last round.
Ready to stack those bubbles. And get them broken out. Don't get hit by the bubbles. I'm going to get that closest one so we don't have the shield refreshed.
Impossible.
There we go. And we're stack
Ow,
healing. Be in that barrier. Okay, let's get the boss to the middle. And then let's break some coral. Soak the circles.
Drown like the rats you are.
Get the bubbles back, then break them out. Why run away from the boss?
Because there was someone stood right in there, so we were going to bubble.
Put the bubbles in the right spot. It's the person who's in the way's fault. Break the remaining corals. Remember to soak.
Oh, sorry, Nin.
You should have killed me when you had that chance.
Going now against his back wall.
Okay.
Your corpses will feed
Get those
the
bubbles
dead.
stacked. Remove my externals.
Die, vermin.
Can you move the boss a bit? Give me a chance here.
Die.
Okay, I'm dead too early. So are quite a few people, let's wipe. It felt like we had extra corals though. Did we miss some soaks? Yeah.
Yeah, I messed up Nin's breakage.
2 extra sounds right, because I was thinking I had too many small bubbles.
I've seen it happen a few times that people just run to the back, not keeping an eye on where their counterpart is, and then shooting in the void.
There is a reason we put the markers down, with the idea that the green pair will try and aim towards the green ones, the red pair towards the red, and the blue pair towards the blue, just to make sure all 3 pairs don't go for the same card. But remember, we do have a second wave of the breaks to clear up if needed. Sometimes they're going to be far away, which is why it would help with the boss. Can we try putting the boss right in the middle and not caring about where the puddles go, and see if it encourages coral breaking to happen?
Sure.
Because if we can just have 1 stack of puddle in the middle, I think I should be the only person it affects. I hope. See if it will make life easier for you and Zach as well if you don't have to keep moving.
Did they also recommend doing that in the video?
In the video, you put the boss in the middle, but then you put the puddles in an existing puddle at the edge, so it's a load of tank movement, and it keeps the middle clear. Let's see if it helps the corals, because the idea of the boss of the center means range can keep DPSing. We're going to Bloodlust most likely on the 3rd shield. The idea I've seen is combat pots on the 2nd shield, Bloodlust on the 3rd shield, but some of it is to do with the healers, because when they need it for healing, throughput is a viable time as well. There's still a repair bot, so please repair, guys.
We seem to be mostly on target with the first 2, so...
Yeah, pretty much.
Zach, so when you, just before you're about to get the Arcing Azurite, when the shield breaks, just move into the middle.
Okay.
And drop the briny bubble right in the middle.
Yeah.
Sorry, the puddle.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see if it makes it easier, because I think it might be easier for you two as well as keeping the DPS in a... We'll see.
Fuck off, Scripps.
Sorry.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart!
Stack those bubbles, then break them.
Feed the depths.
Yeah, I'm going to get the closest ones who have a chance, then the rest should hit the boss.
Zach, move to the middle.
There is a portal to the very back corner of the room.
Great. Okay, let's break some corals.
Is mine to wield.
Gonna need help with the green marker soaking.
Yeah, I'll come and do your hand soaking.
Drown like the
Get those bubbles stacked.
die, vermin.
Okay, let's wipe it. We've got a healer and tank down. I know we've got some extra puddles because.
No, we absolutely have to wait until after the bubbles.
Yeah, you do, because that way we can put the bubble down, we can have everyone stacked.
Yeah.
And I know we got some extra.
I called
because we had
it,
Zach
but so that it was the minute you want.
Yeah, if you do it a bit
You
later.
have to
it'll
wait
work
for the
better.
bubbles, which was when we were doing it anyway.
Is having a patch in the middle a problem for any DPS for breaking corals, etc.? Or can we go for putting it like where the graphic on the floor is? If we have that bit covered, will it be a problem for anyone?
Yeah, because when the bubbles come into the boss, we get a barnacle bash then.
Yeah.
So
you'll want to put that one at the edge.
yeah, so that
before
one's
you go
going
in
to
the
have
middle.
to go on the edge.
Yeah.
And the thing is as well, when we're running the boss to the middle, is that we're running it into the bubbles, so they explode
Yeah.
much closer to each other.
Yeah, but we're just going to keep it stationary until the bubbles hit, then we can worry about healing through that, and then we think about. Mostly, we're trying to try things to work out what makes life easier for you guys to break the coral and to move, and for you to keep DPSing while you do so. So there's a few things we really can't play around with, but where the boss goes on the burn phase is something we've got some flexibility with, because we can keep it right in the middle once the bubbles are all gone, or we can keep it kind of towards the middle and put the puddles stacked on other ones. So if you guys tell us what helps you, what doesn't help you, that'll help us get this the rest. I've seen videos with both, so it's very much guild preference.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart!
Stack those bubbles.
Feed the depths.
Make sure they get broken. Get through that shield and let the bubbles hit.
Again, portal to the back over.
Great. Be in the bubble, remember? It's there to keep you safe. Now break some corals. Remember to soak after breaking. Stack the bubbles, make sure they get broken. And get ready to break the rest of the coral. Break the coral, make sure you soak. Hey, back into phase 1. You remember externals?
Your corpses will
Stack the bubbles. Get them down.
die, vermin.
Team dead too early. Okay, let's wipe. We're short on tanks again. I'm only dead very slightly too early, so we're not far off getting me to die at the right time.
Your corpses will feed the dead. How long I've waited for that! How long I've waited for that! Is this true power?
I feel like we either need to delay the soak or get people out early, because it feels like every time I got into the like I had to go stand in front of the boss, it took quite some time for me to get out, and at this time, I think you're already soaking, and I'm usually dead by then because I'm inside the thing itself.
By soak, do you mean me soaking the rippling wave or soaking the
Yeah.
green circle?
No, the
Rippling wave.
bubbles.
Okay, for that we do need people to be broken out quicker because I can't really delay it without risking them hitting the boss.
No, that's fine. I
So-
actually think we're being slow on it.
Yeah, well, remember the briny bubbles is one of the 3 absolute priorities in the fight. We have to get them in the right place, and we have to switch to them and break them out. The one exception being if we need to push the boss at the end of Shield 2 before we break them out, but then we get them down. So yeah, let's be a little bit quicker on those. The sooner we break people out, the sooner they can all go back to DPSing. We are still getting people hit by upsurge. Your number 1 priority is not getting hit by upsurge because it does cause problems for healing. and it does kill people.
When you're dead, you do 0 DPS.
That's right.
But when you're alive and standing and shit, you're still keeping your numbers
And
up.
then one of the 3 key points is those corals have to be broken. We haven't messed up and left loads up like we did a couple of pulls ago. But really important we get rid of all of them, otherwise it's going to be a problem with the soaking and the damage that goes out from the soaking.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go left.
Get the bubbles stacked. Remember to break them.
Impossible.
You don't get hit by the bubbles. Remember personals, be in the disc barrier.
Rallying.
Okay, we have everyone alive, that's good. Now, let's break some corals. Remember to soak after. Stack the bubbles, break them out quick. They are spread about. Stack them better next time.
Okay, and you guys run to the tank with it.
Yeah, the tank is the marker for it. Okay, break the remaining corals. Make sure you soak. Okay, we're 5% off.
You go over here.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you move before the rippling wave, I can poke.
Yeah.
The externals now. Stack the bubbles. You may need to move the boss. Not towards them. Oh, it's on me.
It's dead.
You're all dead. That would be why it's chasing me around. Okay, let's do that again. Let's get these bubbles stacked better. I've got markers on... I need to put a marker on a shell. That's probably not helping. We've got markers on tanks. The idea is that they will always have a bubble. They are the position that you run to, and they'll be in the position quick. So we can get everyone in one spot, and we can get them broken out quickly. Yeah, we need to take a bit of care with those. But we need those bubbles to break quicker, so we do need everyone who can do AoE to be doing that. But if DPS leads want to assign some, then they can go for it. Because we need those bubbles broken quickly.
How important is it that the boss goes onto those bubbles in the second phase?
It will help a lot because we need to be doing damage to the boss and we need to break people out quickly. So that would be helpful. But as long as they get broken out and we get the boss to the required 70%, I'll live with it. But currently they're not getting broken quickly and we're not getting to 70%. So please, maybe look at getting them close to the boss.
It's hard because it ties in with the Barnacle Bash, so I don't want to drop that on them.
Okay, with Barnacle Bash, focus on getting the Barnacle Bash at the right time, then worry about where the boss is in relation to the bubble.
Okay.
Barnacle Bash is a top priority for you for where it goes. Okay, Uma, do you want to put some assignments in then? Because I'd suggested it should be cleave on those and single target on the boss, but we need the bubbles broken in time. And you probably know better than me which ones are suited to the bubble. Do you want to sort out assignments before I pull, or should we just pull again? Okay, I'm guessing we're not getting assignments.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You! I'll tear you apart!
Stack those bubbles, get them out quick. Okay, push 4 bubbles hit, I'll get them if needed.
Impossible!
Don't get hit by the rest of the bubbles. Clump for barrier. Okay, make sure we break those corals.
Your right is mine to wield!
Remember to soak. That was a failed soak. Stack the bubbles, break them out quick. Remember, you got to be on the tank. Not all spread everywhere.
Not both tanks.
No, on the tank with the bubble, please. Break the rest of the coral. Make sure you soak after.
How long I've waited for that!
Okay, that's 4 dead. Let's wipe and do that again. 7% off, but deaths won't help that.
Is this true power?
Please, as a priority, can you break base out?
Yeah, we really need tanks able to move and tank swap, otherwise it will go badly. But everyone should be on the tank anyway, so we should be cleaving the bubbles down together.
Yeah. 'cause
Make sure you switch to them.
Yeah, I had both the Arc and Azerite and the boss, which is a lot of damage.
And it also tends to mean that we get the puddles in random places because you're having to work on dropping that and not dying and breaking the coral.
Mainly the not dying.
Can I suggest if range DPS, please, even if you don't have to go break corals, be in the middle or the end of the room to help soak. Even if you don't have to go break anything, but we're gonna need the soaks after, and the issue is when those corals are not being soaked enough, and then we end up having more because we don't have enough people in the back of the room.
Yeah.
Melee can easily take care of the front of the room because they're even 2 rogues on their own can take care of the front of the room, but the back of the room is really important. So
Yes, please, because we really need to have those soaked. As you said, it's extremely important.
we're 9 range DPS. That's enough.
And I'm hoping if the boss is fairly central, it also means that range can be spread around it. So whichever direction the circle soaks in, we've got someone near. Yeah, I appreciate suggestions if you've seen another guild do it in a way that works. Yeah, if anytime you've seen something that could be an idea, just let us know.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No! I'll tear you apart!
Stack the bubbles.
Rats you are!
Get them out. Okay, I'll grab a bubble if needed, but let's get the boss pushed.
Impossible!
Clump, avoid the bubbles. Get ready to break some Azerite. Range, remember to spread a bit so we can soak. Soak. Ready to stack the briny bubbles.
Drown like the rats you
Put them on the tank. Okay. Break them out. Get ready to break the remaining coral. Make sure you're ready to
And then-
soak. Hey, 71. Pretty good.
Come right a bit when this one a bit.
Okay, externals now.
Your corpses will feed the depths.
That boss is a bit closer to that coral.
We need to start like a range DPS move right side up just to be able to like the door side.
Yeah, this is your target for when we want to transition, but I know we're a little behind because I died to it.
Your corpses will feed the depths. How long I've waited for that.
Okay, let's wipe it. Do that again.
The first phase was better, I think. And burn phase.
Pardon?
The bubbles were better, I think.
Yeah, we managed pretty much on target on that first burn phase, which we're pretty happy. And we got all the corals.
Is this true power?
Yeah, 0.5% off isn't too bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, there are some bubble breaker assignments in AA.
Just
Make sure you
FYI,
check.
I can't cleave unless there are 3 targets.
Yeah, sure, script.
There are 3 bubbles.
Not
Hello,
always,
Arth.
is it?
Not always.
There will be 3. There'll be at least 3 bubbles. If there's less
No.
than 3, then oh no, unless someone's using immunity, but
less-
then you've still got the
Zach-
boss.
Yeah, unless it's on
It's
me.
like
but-
everyone.
But if it's on me, the boss should be on top of the bubbles.
Yeah. Okay, Santi's putting down a repair bot. Everyone repair, please.
No, whatever you guys did that time felt better, so.
That's good.
100 gold to whoever takes that fish.
Don't take the fish,
5,
please. Actually focus
4,
on the boss.
3, 2, 1.
Going right.
Stack those bubbles. Floptech, stack the bubble, please.
Immune or something.
Impossible.
Remember, clump up for heals. Break those corals. Don't forget to soak. Ranged. Spread out a bit.
Or I'm gonna die here.
Drown like the rats you are.
Okay, get the remaining coral. Okay, 2% off with one dead. Not too bad. Externals, remember? Stack those bubbles. Okay, that's time to let me die. Well done. This next wave is the one where we should have the shield down so it can hit the bottom.
Your corpses will feed the depths. How long I've waited for
11 million off.
Yeah. Okay, well, that is end of raid. I'm going to go through the logs and work at what we can do to improve this for next raid. But we are making at least a DPS check in the first shield, and we're quite close to it in the first burn, which is good. But if you see any useful tips, send them my way, stick them on Discord or something. I'm also going to have a little look at when we're probably going to need to bloodlust and see if I can figure this out. But thanks for raid, guys.
Yeah, thank you for the ride. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
Bye.
we have a better mage portal, please? I don't really want to go to Stonard.
Damn it.
My DVM checks it and warns.
But it looks like Desire. Oh, there it is. It's the Desire portal in there.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
Yeah, I got some Desire.